Alright.
Mountains and Hodgie and the Boneman and the mountains and the Hodgie. And you didn't do the name thing last time again.
Yes, I did. I did like 30 times.
Bullshit.
Like
What are you saying? You've done it 30 times, so you're never gonna do it again? Is that what's going on here? We don't need names anymore?
Exactly.
Good.
Welcome.
Yeah. Hodgie and the Boneman and the mountain.
So what do we have in front of us right here?
Keto Kookie.
With a little cream cheese.
Whipped cream cheese spread. And whipped cream.
And some strawberries.
What kind of cookie is this?
It's a keto cookie. Double chocolate.
Double chocolate.
You got something on your mouth there.
Got the double chocolate at the end there. Did we grab napkins?
No. Out of 5 stars, what would you give it?
I'm giving it a 10! A fucking 10!
It's pretty delicious.
10! That was Billy Bob from Varsity Blues. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, it's pretty damn good. But that cream cheese, and the chocolate. Strawberries, I don't know about.
This is fruit.
Okay.
So, 10 out of 5. That's our official rating. 10 out of 5.
For real? No, goddamn good. Because I enjoyed the keto cookie by itself the other day, but, I mean, you just fucking put 3 different things on it. I feel pretty, So what would you reckon the calorie count on that is? What are your macros looking like on that little bad boy?
It's still heavy on the fat. Low on the carbs.
Alright.
It's easily addictive.
Yeah, that's like really good.
Especially if you're like not giving yourself like sweets filled with sugar and stuff like that. Something like that. It's like
if you're used to having sweets. I've been fucking getting way too many like shakes and malts and concrete mixers and like I won't eat bad besides that. Like I'll do my normal routine but then I want something really fucking sweet. It's fucking yeah, what else is it? What else is addictive? Oh, that like MCT oil in the morning, man. That shit is addictive. I do that shit every morning. Oh, man. I think this is old. It's part of a keto cookie. From a while ago, put that here for right now. We'll get to it later. How'd your stuff go this week?
oh wait. It went okay. I didn't really understand what you meant when you said stuff. I lost another 3 pounds.
Oh, wait.
I'm at 318 now.
Dude, in the teens.
Yep.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And we're 3 pounds away from
15, the next goal.
The next goal, yeah. So that's that's good.
Gave it a real hard look there at the end.
Yeah.
No, that's badass.
Yeah.
I was 178, 179, still right around there. But, oh man, stress eating. Do you stress eat? I do, apparently.
I stopped doing it. I tried to stop doing it.
I basically just embraced it, because since I don't drink, I've just been like, oh, well, let me have a cookie, because I normally don't do that, and this is a special circumstance, you know?
Right.
I had a lot of cookies yesterday. I had a lot of, like, cake, pastry things, coffee, donuts, muffins.
And in like 2 months or 2 or 3 months, we're gonna have all the butter beer and ice cream we can handle.
Oh, you better stop having cheat days now then if you get ready for that. What month is it? It's June?
Yeah.
Gonna be June?
It's almost 3 months, yeah. It's June...
like 3rd or something?
4th today.
Alright. That seems plausible.
So that's almost, 3 months? July, August. It's
too
probable.
soon, man. Probable.
It's plausible.
Plausible.
It's plausible.
Probably.
Probably. We'll probably go.
I definitely have cream cheese in my mustache. So I probably gained some weight, maybe, yesterday.
Maybe, yeah. Probably.
Just yesterday. Friday, too. But no, I don't know, I also had a couple days that were, like, just damn near perfect, so...
Right.
It kind of, you know... I feel like you lose a couple on the good days, and then sometimes you just go right back.
Yeah.
But I can feel the difference, though, on, like... I don't know if it's all mental, but on those good lean days where I just do oil, bacon, yogurt, and then, like, something for dinner, like, I just feel lean or something.
Right.
I feel more toit.
Like a tiger?
Feel tighter.
Well, I think when you're actually doing keto or super low carb, you're getting rid of a lot of like water weight because the carbs.
Would that normally keep more water or something?
I think so, yeah. Keeps you bloated, I guess.
Since I'm just burning fat like an oven, I just feel so tight.
Tight like a toy guy.
But then, well, now I've noticed, like, so I ate it all shitty yesterday, and then still, like, I went home, and, like, 2 hours later, I was hungry again already, and I was like, damn, you ate so much today. You ate way more than usual. Why are you still hungry? Right. It's like, because none of that shit counted. It's, you know, it's like, it only counts in one direction, but not for being satisfied at all.
Exactly.
So then I had to make 3 eggs and, like, 4 pieces of bacon, and eat that late as hell, which at least then I got some really good fatty protein stuff, but it's on top of all the other shit now.
Right. Yeah, it's like once you have the carbs,
it's hard to stop now.
But it's also like you can't really eat high fat because you have the carbs. Your body just turns those fats into.
Now you're not even now you're just compounding the problem.
Right.
For sure. So now I feel like, well, now I just had that. Gotta stop at some point here.
But there's like no sugar in anything that you had, really, besides maybe the strawberries.
So good. I enjoyed it.
Just as much as I enjoyed watching Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl this morning.
Which one is that?
That's the first one.
Oh, okay. And there are going to be, the
5th one came out last week.
Holy shit, I was just going to say there's going to be a 4th one.
No, it's the 5th one. But Keira Knightley and Orlando Bloom came back for the 5th one. They, like, refused to do the 4th one. And then 7 years later, I guess, Disney must have paid them a lot of money. But I heard the reviews are mixed on the new one.
Well, have the reviews been mixed on all of them? Well, like,
probably
the last couple at least.
He's just talking about like Johnny Depp phoning it in.
He didn't give his most fucking heartfelt Jack Sparrow performance. Come on, man.
Apparently, there's a cameo by Paul McCartney. I forget which one Keith Richards is in.
Does he play Glenn Close? I feel like Keith Richards. I feel like Keith Richards is in the first one or something.
No, he's like in like.
I've seen whichever one that one is.
He's like because he's his dad.
At the end. Or
it's
something.
the third one. It's the third one.
So I've seen
because it's got all the pirates from like. Chow Yun-fat is in it, and he's like a Chinese pirate. And
yeah, I've seen that one a lot, I guess, but that might be the one I've seen the most.
With
Davy Jones' Locker.
Yeah, that's the third one. Yeah, with the Calypso, the dreadlock girl,
and Davy Jones, obviously. Yeah. That's the one I've seen the most. Yeah. And then the first one probably. What's the second one?
Let's see. The first one's Curse of the Black Pearl.
It's with Barbossa.
Yeah, they all have Barbossa in it.
Oh, okay.
The second one's, I think, on Stranger Tides.
I might not have seen this
and
one.
I don't think I've seen it enough to really remember, because they always play the first one, because it's the original, and they always play the third one, because I think it's just like, has the most action or something. Yeah. But I don't really remember what the plot line of the second one is.
And then the fourth one is what? Dead Man's something or something like that.
Dead Man's Chest. And it doesn't have
Orlando Bloom or Keira Knightley.
But it has Penelope Cruz and that other guy that's in a lot of movies. That I don't know if he's I don't really know if he's
her
British.
Her wife, Tom Cruise.
If he's British or Spanish or what. He's in one of the Spider-Man movies. He was Dr. Octopus. In like one of the original Spider-Mans with Tobey Maguire. Or whatever
with Willem Dafoe.
Not William Defriend. William Dafoe.
Willem
Dafoe.
William Dafoe.
But do you know who I'm talking about?
No, I don't. Like, I remember Dr. Octopus, I remember all that, but I can't picture that guy at all.
I can't remember. He's been in like a million movies, too. But
and you don't know if he's Spanish or British?
Yeah.
Is it like Javier Bardem or something?
No, he's in the new one.
Okay, is he really?
He's the new villain in the new one, yeah. So, yeah.
Anthony Hopkins?
No. Oh, what else is he in?
Phil Collins.
I feel like he's played like scientists.
Okay, Mom.
Have you ever seen the movie? He plays. What's that one artist with the unibrow?
Frida.
He plays her husband in the movie.
Come on, man. You think I saw that?
I don't know. You knew who I was talking about.
Yeah, no. Frida Kahlo is whatever the fudge her name is. Do you think I watched a movie about her fucking freaky eyebrow?
Maybe.
I tweeze my eyebrow.
Well, whatever. So he's in it as Blackbeard. But that's the fourth one, yeah. With Penelope Cruz and him as Blackbeard.
What else is he in? Come on, you can't come up with one real movie?
Spider-Man. That's the only one I can think of. I feel like he's in a lot of movies, but I don't. But he's not like a main character. You know?
How real can it get? Spider-Man.
All right, I'm looking this up.
Oh,
'cause it's gonna drive me nuts.
Breaking the law. No, that's why Google Free is a novelty, because it would mean nothing if we never Googled anything, right?
It's Dr. Octavius, not Octopus.
Well, come on. That's what Doc Ock. He's
Right.
got tentacles.
Right.
I think he's Dr. Octavius, and I think he's Dr. Octopus.
He is, yeah. It's Dr. Otto Octavius, a.k.a.
Yeah.
Dr. Octopus.
Dr. Victor Octopus. Dr. Octave.
Alfred Molina.
I gotta see a picture of him, man. Oh, yeah. That guy, what is he in?
Yeah.
He's always like the semi-evil guy.
Yeah. Oh, he's in that movie. You probably never watched it. Sorcerer's Apprentice with Nicolas Cage.
No, I never saw it, but because those Nicolas Cage movies, what the fuck?
I love them. The Disney Nicolas Cage ones, like National Treasure and Sorcerer's Apprentice, they're horrible, but they're entertaining. We gotta find the Declaration of Independence. My family's honor depends on it.
That's what it's about.
One of them is, yeah. I think the second one is about somebody like tarnishes his family. His family's honor, and he has to restore it by finding something.
Damn.
The first one is like a giant treasure hunt where they find like the
like
Freemasons.
The Da Vinci Code with
yeah.
Nicolas Cage.
It's like they find the Freemasons' hoard of treasure hidden underneath New York City.
Who was in the Da Vinci Code? Tom Hanks?
Tom Hanks, yeah.
What year did those movies come out?
The Da Vinci Code?
Because I was alive, but it feels like...
I feel like they came out around the same time-ish.
As what?
Like National Treasure and stuff like that.
Oh, I felt like National Treasure was like afterwards. I don't know. Nicolas Cage has been so shitty for so long. He's got Sandler syndrome. No way, dude. Con Air. Face Off. What? Dude,
who's
those
the
are
other?
classics.
Who's the other actor in that
John
movie?
Travolta, man.
Exactly.
What about it?
I don't have to say anything else.
Con Air, man. I mean, it has a host of good. Has a ton of great actors. John Malkovich.
I'm gonna take your face off, oh my god, and I'm gonna put it on my face, oh my
Robert
god.
Trujillo. No, fucking the other Trejo. Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo.
The biggest actor ever. Robert Trujillo. Robert Trujillo.
I'd like to introduce our new bass player, Robert Trujillo.
Dude, I was in a car yesterday. No fucking joke. Fucking Blessed Hell Ride, dude. Someone was playing that album in the car I was in, and I was like, whoa. Those riffs, man.
I remember sitting in your mom's car while she went into Walgreens at like the Brickyard, and you just like cranked it up so loud. I thought the car was gonna break.
He really did get a lot shittier at guitar, didn't
he? Yes.
Like, what the fuck happened?
He stopped caring, I guess.
Yeah, right? I think he just wants to be in a motorcycle gang and doesn't want to play guitar anymore.
Like, when I saw him at that, whatever they called it, where it was him,
like
Steve
G3
Vai.
now? Whatever the fuck.
It was like, but it
Tosin
was...
Abasi.
Tosin Abasi, the guy from Extreme, I can't remember his name.
Who cares?
Nuno Betancourt.
Oh, yeah.
Who else was there? Oh, Ingve was there.
Oh,
Ingve was there. Like, and Zach.
Right.
It was just like, just stand there, gets into his little thing, and then he just goes, shreds, and plays the same little 4-note riff.
But the fucking tone, too. I mean, it is the same run every time. It's the same fucking thing. It's like you aren't trying to do anything besides impress people that know nothing about guitar. That's all you're doing. Because anyone then, yeah. But that was like a sweet spot. That was like, what, 2002 or something?
He also has his own guitar company now, and I feel like the guitars are just, they don't sound as good as
really?
Les Pauls. He has his own guitar company now.
He's still playing Gibsons, isn't
No,
he?
he's not. He's playing his guitars.
Since when?
Since this company.
Dude, every time I've seen him still, I mean, I don't watch fucking Zach Wild videos every day, but like the last time I looked him up, like 6 months ago when I was like, what is up with your tone?
These guitars look just like, you know.
They look like the V and the
and the Les Paul. Okay. Except the Les Paul has like a weird little
right. It's always a little variation.
So that they don't get sued. But
right.
Yeah, because that's what happened to Paul Reed Smith. He got sued for his single
cutaway. Right.
And then the Tremonti single cutaway went away for like 10 years.
It was with Tremonti that they got sued.
Because he's like the only one who wants a single cutaway. Nobody else
I've
cares.
actually thought of, I mean, if I got a PRS, I actually kind of like that. Yeah, because
I feel like nobody really... If you're gonna have a choice and you're gonna go for the Paul Reed Smith, you're probably gonna go for the double cutaway because that's what is different than a Les Paul. Right. Because they're very similar in weight and feel. The necks are...
No, dude.
I mean, the necks are...
Well, Les Paul's like heavy as fuck.
Well, it depends. If, you can always get a lighter Les Paul.
Okay.
You gotta pick your woods right.
So I know George's PRS is like a pretty thin, streamlined version. You know, it's like probably 8 pounds. It's pretty light.
They make thick as hell.
But in general, you would say Les Pauls are pretty fucking thick and heavy. Yeah. They're like 12, 13 pounds. Yeah. Even my Dunable's only near 10, and it feels heavy. It feels like a good piece of wood.
They make a McCarty 24, I think that is like comparable.
Oh, the McCarty or whatever? Yeah. That's what Max has. An old one.
It's like comparable to...
For sure. I want a fucking... I don't need one now at this point, but I want another electric so bad. Right. I want another Dunable, but...
I mean, guitars are like sugar. They're addictive.
Once you start... No, right now I need...
They're Pringles once
I need a cab first to go with my Friedman fucking Brown Eye 100. So that's going to be like $1,200. A Friedman cab is that much. I mean, I could get a different one. Of course, I could get used for like 8 or 9 probably, but I'm thinking of just buying a new one. Right. Something that looks flashy. I mean, they got sued too by Marshall because they had Marsha was the first. Same font and everything. Right. I fucking love that amp so far, man. But so I need that first. That's like the essential. I need the cab to go with the $3,000 fucking head I bought. And then I need an acoustic by Wednesday. And then I need another guitar. But I look at Les Pauls. I haven't played many Les Pauls, but I don't know. I do like something about them.
The ones I've played, I really didn't care for.
No?
I feel like the necks are too big. I don't really like chunky necks.
Yeah, the neck on my Dunable is chunky as fuck, dude. I played the Jackson for a while, and then the E string broke, like, under very minimal duress. Right. They're probably old as shit strings. Right. I was gonna blame it on the faultiness of the whole thing, but fuck it, it's probably a mixture of a lot of things. But then I went to Betty, and I was like, oh shit, this neck is so fucking chunky, but it feels better because, well, you would think thinner neck easier, but I find that it like tires out my thumb muscle if I'm like more tightly compressed. With the chunkiness, you can kind of be more relaxed.
I think it also depends on what you're doing. If you're playing like bar chords and stuff like that, a chunkier neck is gonna give you more leverage, and you're not gonna get as tired. But if you're shredding, you probably want a thinner neck because.
Yeah, maybe most people for sure.
Yeah, there's this thing I was watching on YouTube called "Cracking the Code," and this guy basically was like trying to figure out how do shredders play so fast and it was pretty interesting. He'll invite these guys over, and he'll put a camera on their guitar, and then he'll slow it down and see what the picking motion is and how they do it, and so he breaks it all down. It was pretty interesting. Didn't help me play faster, but it was interesting to watch.
I like speed, like, you know, but in a musical way.
Yeah.
You know, like I find nothing.
Like
exactly,
like those guys, yeah,
come on, man.
They're just flashy. It's like, you know how to play a scale or an arpeggio.
And that's the thing about guitar, right? If you learn one, it can be used in a lot of places. If you can fucking do this here and then go fucking 12 frets down and do this here,
right?
And basically make that your whole fucking routine, and no one knows any better. It's like
I went to see that show, and I was more impressed with like Steve Vai and Nuno and Tosin, because they actually were doing stuff that was musical and not look at me play this pattern that I learned and I've practiced a million times. Because like even with Yngwie, it's like he does the same arpeggio,
yeah, I know.
And
throws his guitar out.
I mean, he's super flashy, but it's still like nothing you're doing is.
Well, how many different ways
entertains my
can
brain.
you play a harmonic minor scale? You know, it's like fucking right. That's it.
That's true. I mean, yeah, he just does the same thing, and but like everybody in the crowd's just like, yeah, because they don't know better.
They don't know better, or they're just
they don't know that
guitarist.
They don't know that every single one of his songs is the same chord progression, and he's doing essentially the same thing.
Like, yeah, I guess if you're a shitty guitarist, I guess you could idolize that as the pinnacle of like what a guitarist could be, I guess. But I can't picture anybody that like really loves guitar still holding them. You know, that's why I don't. I mean, but so perspective changes obviously, but that's not what happened to Zakk Wylde. You know what I mean? Like, not like
money happened to Zakk Wylde, and he didn't need to.
You think he just got lazy? He's just been drinking and not playing for like basically the past 15 years. That's probably what happened, right?
Plus, he was playing with Ozzy forever, and he didn't have to be.
Well, was he still? He was still kind of with them with Black Label, right? I mean, well, when Blessed Hellride came out, I mean,
was still
like,
with them then, yeah. And so maybe he like
fucking good, dude.
Maybe he was like, all right, I need to do something different, and so he played. You know, he was doing Black Label Society, but then it's like that band became like huge.
Yeah, big enough.
And so
right.
And then he's like, well, now I don't even like what am I doing with my life? Let's just make as much money let's just make as much money as I possibly can.
Some fucking. I always picture him digging around in like thorn bushes, because that would give utility to those things. He
did beef up too, so maybe he just like stopped caring about practicing and just started going to the gym and lifting more.
Doing HGH.
Yeah, because he wasn't that big.
When he started dude. With Ozzy, oh my god, he's tiny. Yeah. He is tiny.
Yeah, I think he was playing with Ozzy for so long that he was just like, I gotta find something else to do.
Well, I mean, that also wasn't the first Black Label Society album either. Like, there was a progression. He was getting better too. You know, like that album was better than the previous.
But you also have to. But Blessed Hellride does have a lot of that.
Oh yeah.
Little lick. 300 times in a row solo.
Yeah. It's still
his
repetitive.
Soloing was.
It always exactly. It does something, and then at the end, right at the end, it does the run. Wow, and it's wide as fuck. All of it's wide.
He starts it with that giant band.
Yeah. Yep. Everyone's gonna start the same, end the same.
Exactly.
The middle's going to be similar,
a little different, but I'm gonna play the same blues lick that I know that I can play at.
But then you have like Tosin Abasi, who is. Yeah.
Well, like I didn't really think I was gonna care for what Nuno did. Like I like one Extreme song where he's actually soloing, and everybody knows Extreme from that ballad.
That's all I know about that.
Right, but they're actually a hair metal band before that, and so I'm like, but he played with Tosin on a Tosin song, and I was like, I had a lot more respect for him at that point. Because they were impressive. Because a couple of times they like, the next person would come out, the next guitarist would come out, and the old guitars would like play with them, and Nuno was the first, or Tosin was the first, or something like that, and then Nuno came out, and he came out with him, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be interesting, but it was pretty good.
Hey, wow, yeah, that is impressive. You wouldn't see that coming. Fuck, I totally forgot about this right till now. So this fucking relates. Seeing old idols and fucking dying and fucking the end of it, dude. On Friday, I went out to Arlington Heights and I saw Fastball.
I didn't want to go out because I knew I'd be hungry.
Son of a bitch, dude.
I knew I'd be hungry and I would make bad decisions on my way home.
You son of a bitch. He should have come. Vertical Horizon and Everclear.
How was Everclear?
Let me start at the beginning.
You know, he's like a professor of like composition. What's his
Art
name?
Alexakis is a professor of composition.
At some in LA, some college in LA.
So he's what does that mean? He's completed enough college classes to.
I guess, or where he's sometimes colleges just hire you because you have a lengthy
Exactly, because you're famous. And...
Yeah, you're an Everclear? Oh, you wrote a bunch of songs 20 years ago that were popular?
So this is the 20th anniversary.
So Fastball, they only came out and played.
They made up their mind!
And then they left?
And they started walking. Well, we got there and they were already playing. And they played like 3 songs, and Mac's like, I don't think this is Fastball. And I was like, I don't know, dude. More like Change Up and fucking... Because they were...
Change Up.
But it was kind of weird, kooky, a little salsa. It reminded me of like... It had the 90s Bare Naked Ladies wacky vibe where we're not quite doing, it's just a little off. And they did that, and then finally they got to that song, and... the one other song they have, which I won't be able to remember right now besides The Way.
Yeah. I don't know any other song besides The Way.
Well, they milked it, dude. Like, wait, weren't you talking about Rick Astley?
Yeah.
They did that. Every one of the bands did that at some point where they had the kick drum going and they're like, this is the one everyone knows. So.
And then Vertical Horizon.
Vertical Horizon came out.
Are they still good?
They were tight, dude. I would say out of the
with
3...
With their one song?
He's everything. But then there's also... You're a god and I am... Right. There's that one. And then there's probably another one, too. They ended with all the hits again.
Because they probably have stayed together this entire time and have just been touring... these little clubs, but Fastball is just like they just got back together like 3 weeks ago.
Fastball looked like that, when it's not like a complete generation older, but it's they're older than you. Yeah, they looked a little older than Vertical Horizon. That guy looked exactly the same though. He's still bald as shit with a black fucking button-up shirt on. He had a Paul Reed Smith F-hole cut into it. It had like the most sparkly metallic like paint. He looked like 97 futuristic, like he looked like Quicksilver.
So they've stayed
They seemed pretty with it and tight. They had new music and he was like, all right, I know you guys want to hear the hits and stuff. We're going to play. It was like, but we got new stuff. And it was like very, like they got the memo for like what music sounds like nowadays because the song had the kick drums and the whole thing and it was... Their keyboard guy was going, woo, woo, and there was a lot of, they're trying. Right. They're trying again. So it was all right. It was fine. They were pretty good. Motherfucker could solo like crazy. Both of those guitarists, good. Top notch, I would say. They did well. And then fucking...
They pulled a Mark Tremonti.
Yeah, right. He's just been practicing this whole time, keeping his fucking nose to the grindstone. Both of them were impressive. You could tell. whole thing. But like sound was really bad at this place too. It was rough. So then, but we were kind of staying off to the side from both of them. Then there was a lot of time between. We did get into the mix of now when we were waiting for Everclear, dude. So many maladjusted people, like really weird people, like you know.
Which I would expect at Everclear.
Like mentally ill people.
Yeah.
People that have never been fully integrated into society, right? You know, and then they found like the one other person and they go out together and they fucking look scared of everyone, you know?
Have you ever seen Benchwarmers?
No.
With Rob Schneider
No.
and
Thank God I haven't, no. That reminds you of that though?
There's a character Nick Swartzen plays and he's like afraid of the sun. And he's like eating sunscreen because he's afraid of the sun.
Ew. Yeah, so it was interesting. Like, I expected to see basically dudes in their 40s still with the spiked up haircut and like a bowling shirt on. Like, and there were some of those dudes I'd be like, yeah, see, that makes sense. But then there was just like, it was weird. Like, then people way too old. There were a lot of like people that look like Joliet grunge people, I would say, you know? Like, there were, like, Nirvana shirts there on grown people, which I feel like you don't see too often anymore. Like, if you see a Nirvana shirt, it's on, like, a 7th grader who's just, like, you know.
I mean, they could be, like, our sister's age. And...
Yeah, like 8 years older. I mean, that would make sense about. But, I don't know. It was just strange. And then, so, waited a long time. Finally, like, from the exit... You see, you could tell it's art. And you see and fucking, then they go behind the little stage.
He still has his bleached.
Yeah, his hair is gray now. But you can't really tell, because bleached and gray is almost similar. So maybe it was even bleached. Either way, he comes out, and when he comes out on stage, it's just black. Like, his fucking, around his eyes is dark, and he is that olive green shade that heroin or pills does to you, or some crazy downer.
Right.
Oof, like, he's got on a Les Paul, and I'm like, how is he holding that thing? Because, you know, they have on their suits, they come out in the Reservoir Dogs fucking, you know, outfit. Right. And so much for the Afterglow starts with the, like, barbershop quartet part. And then it fucking builds, and then it breaks into the fucking... Well, like, man, when they broke into it, like, I think they purposely had his guitar down really low because, like, he could barely fucking play. So it had no power at all. He also was singing, like, 3/4 of every line. So, like, you're supposed to start with, this is a song about Susan. It's like, you know, it's it, but it was more like, about Susan. Yeah, and, like, dude, he was not... So then, that's happening, and then down on the floor, you have this mix of mentally ill people, like, pretending that this is what we came here for, you know? And I was
So that little tiny bit of your childhood that was still left inside of you is now dead and gone.
Oh, dead, dude. He kind of woke up, like, third song, he was a little, woke him up, like, honestly, like, you know... They were on the bus or something. He got all fucked up. He came out. It took him a second. He woke up a little bit. He could still barely play guitar. Like, he was fumbling through the power chords. They, like, gradually turned him up a little bit. The sound was still really bad. So, like, the other three dudes, they were a mixture of, you could tell they were like, fuck, he's so fucked up. Right. They're also, like, they're professional musicians, so they've been doing this the whole time. This isn't a shock to them. So they're, like, getting through it, and they're kind of messing around with each other. You can tell they're having a good time, trying to have a good time. I started to enjoy it, like, once he woke up a little.
The actual band, or was it?
It's not the same two guys that are on the cover of So Much for the Afterglow. You know, it's three dudes.
So it's just, like, hired guns?
I would imagine. I don't know. I would have to look into it. I haven't thus far. But, like, they just look...
On the
exactly. I was gonna start writing it. It's not a bad idea, but Yes, I started to enjoy a little bit, so they broke it up into two pieces. First part, half. They played like a few different songs in between the two halves, and he like kind of really woke up during those. I feel like they've been doing so much for the Afterglow every night, and he's so fucked up that he still thinks he's singing it, or
right.
He's really phoning it in, and because he's so fucked up, he doesn't know how fucking. So they finished so much for the Afterglow. I kind of, I wanted to just go up there and sing. Like, just to do it justice, dude. And have, like, a fucking Steel Dragon moment. And just be like, stop! Let me sing this shit, you motherfucker. Just let me do it. I know all the words. Just play. Just try to play a guitar. And fucking...
Just tell me the chords. I'll play it, too.
Yeah. I know White Men, Black Suits on guitar. I'll play that one. You do the rest. Fucking... We ended up... So then... They didn't even, they finished, they don't even leave the stage. They go to, a little huddle while the fucking lights are dark. No one is even, still, there's no encore. Everyone was enjoying it. The place was packed.
Right.
One girl I saw walk out first or second song going, oh. And I was like, okay, I'm not fucking crazy. Okay. It was
right.
Truman Show where everyone is watching something I'm not. So I knew I wasn't crazy. It thinned out a little bit. They played forever. It was an hour and a half of this shit. And me and Max ended up leaving actually before they ended because so much of the Afterglow was done. I know they were on their second or last song, and I was just like, okay. But it died, yeah. Part of me died. And then I realized, I was like, all right, should I be disappointed? Should I not? It's but that's what he does. I was going to say right before he walked out, I was like, I've seen a few videos of them on YouTube, and I hope he's not really, fucked up tonight, because I've seen terrible videos on YouTube. And then it was oh, yeah. Yeah, he does that every fucking night,
Right.
Oh, but at the end, he's like, so do you like old school rock guitars after, the fucking thing is done? He says this, dude, and he's like, well, then you'll really love fucking Chad Cherry, or whatever this fucking dude's name is.
Eagle Eye Cherry?
And the best in the business. Holy fuck, you want to talk about not an impressive solo. I mean, it was... But this guy had all the moves down. He was fucking good, He could play those tunes. And then Art starts... Whoa. Doing his, he could barely play the power chords, and he starts fumbling around. At one point, he even started doing the mimic thing, dude, where he, looked at the dude, and he was like, I'm bound to burn out. And then, expected him to go, I'm bound to burn out. And so, the guy, does it, and then Art's like, brown down the band. It would be the exact same thing, but, nothing good, He's in the pentatonic, and the guy was like, okay, yeah. And I was just it was embarrassing. They even did some Led Zeppelin at one point for some reason. But they just played that riff. They never started singing or anything.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It was so weird.
If you're gonna play Led Zeppelin, that's all you should do.
But he even said it at one point. He was like, well, how about some Led Zeppelin? And I was like...
Oh my God.
But he kept referencing, being at the Aragon in 98 and who was there and oh man.
My friend Rivers Cuomo, who has cancer.
Does he?
No.
Cancer Cuomo?
He just was very sickly when me and Kelly saw him.
No, he's just afraid of the sun, dude.
I'm Rivers Cuomo, and I have cancer.
Well, yeah, that like we said, that was his shtick, right? I've been listening to that song a lot lately, "Fade Into You" by Mazzy Star. Do you know that song? Fade into you, fade, you never knew. And it's just a slow 90s jangle guitar,
okay.
and it's 4 minutes of that. And all this broad did, as far as I could tell, is stand on stage holding her arm like this, barely moving, singing slow tunes like this. And people fucking watched it, the whole time, I assume, whole shows of this shit. Like, you didn't need anything back in the day.
Well, I guess so.
You just need one little shtick. So I'm gonna start holding my arm behind my back. Moving a lot less.
We should go see Lisa Loeb and see how she milks Stay.
Stay? Oh, Stay.
Shit. You say only hear what I want to. See how long she plays that for 3 hours?
Alright, everybody, you say. You just start doing it around. Left side, I hear what I want to.
Hear what I want.
Oh, yeah, like, they even...
Oh, goddamn. I was driving by Rosemont, and they had a thing for, like, I Love the 90s concert. Vanilla Ice, Boys to Men, some girl group, I think, and, like, Tone Loc. Do you remember Tone Loc? He was a rapper from, like, the early 90s, and he was in all those movies. Like Ace Ventura, he was the black guy.
I don't
Who
know.
always done, hey, Ace man out there. He's in Blank Check. I just watched Blank Check yesterday. Worst decision of my life. But he's in that movie too. He was like in a whole bunch of movies in the early 90s. You'd know. Wild Thing. Wild Thing.
I know that song.
That's Tone Loc.
Tove Lo, huh? Why the fuck did they, on the radio, they change sex clubs to sick clubs? You can't say sex clubs on the radio?
Well, one radio station, I think B96, changes the words, and Kiss just, like...
Bleeps.
Not bleeps, but, like, silences them.
Yeah, right, that's what I meant. Yeah, like, no sound.
Right.
They played, like, while we were waiting, the guy was setting up all the Everclear shit. They were playing, like, 90s hits, you know, while everyone's standing there. So there was, like, Rage Against the Machine. A recording of Rage Against the Machine got an applause afterwards while we were all standing there. And then, oh fuck, what the hell else was there? Oh, Sum 41. And then they played, why I brought that up was Blink-182, What's My Age Again, which every time I hear it now, I still can't get over just the caller ID and payphone and fucking, you know, all that fucking shit that's different now. But they couldn't, the sodomy part, they couldn't say sodomy, and it just, like, they put in TV again, like, because he says TV earlier, and I was like, the state looks down on cable TV or something like that. I was like, what? It was really fucked up. Just no sound or change the words. Radio stations change the words now so that, like, when the fucking pop song that will always say, and we're listening to the radio, that'll be like the station name, you know? Have you heard that? Or like, and we're listening to P96. It'll be the person singing it. It's like, oh god. Poor Sia.
Poor Bruno Mars.
Fuck Bruno Mars.
That one song that he has out now, that annoys me, that when they bleep, or like they put the silence there, because they won't say sex by the fire at night. So it's like, instead of saying, it's like, by the fire at night. It's like, just say it, whatever.
You can't say sex.
Nope. By the fire.
I feel like songs with the most bleeps back in the day.
I saw a documentary or something that talked about how, like, the rating systems, like, for movies and stuff like that, like, the violence levels are so extreme, but, like, if it has any sex or like any references. You get like a PG-13, but you can like kill
exactly.
a million people. Like watching Pocahontas or Beauty and the Beast. Like Gaston stabs the beast. Yeah. And you see the blade come out and it start bleeding. Ooh. Like, yes, it's animated, but right? But like,
yeah, right.
That's like G.
Wow.
Or something. Yeah, exactly. Like most Disney movies are G or PG.
And everything dies in Disney movies.
Your soul dies every time you watch a Disney movie. Part of your soul.
Dude, they should have a fucking Mighty Ducks 4 with Gordon Bombay fucking getting some old people.
No, you know what? They will do it, but like, I bet you Kenan Thompson's already like trying to get that in the works, where he's the coach. He's teaching a group of inner city.
No, he's
Los
gonna go
Angeles.
out to see now. Everything's inner city now. Now we have to go. We have to do a Fresh Prince situation again because it's come full circle. Well, he has to go like to the nice area.
Yeah, it'll be like some white suburb in
exactly. He'll have to teach the white kids how to play hockey because they're all like into.
You don't know how to play hockey anymore.
Y'all don't know the knuckle puck.
You gotta reach down deep.
You look like a butt. You don't know the knuckle puck.
The D5 knuckle pucks.
And then Gordon can be Hans, dude. So he's at the pro shop.
He was working in the pro shop.
I'm gonna put these clothes in the wash at the pro shop.
And one of the movies. Oh yeah, in D2, the movie starts where he's working there, right? Because he hurt his. Yeah. So he can just take it over. Hans died. Jan probably would have died because it's been 20 years since that movie came out. So he's dead. So Bombay takes over the shop. Knuckle Puck, whatever his Russ Tyler, that's his name, right? Russ Tyler.
Yeah, Russ.
He's a lawyer, and
kill a lawyer.
He gets sent to some hoity-toity.
He's a drunk lawyer.
Exactly. And
that's what they should do.
That's what they should do. They should just redo the first movie, but make
like
Russ.
Karate Kid, right?
But make Russ.
Manilio.
Exactly.
Make Manilio Jan.
And make all the minority kids white.
White kids. Whoa.
With rich parents.
Whoa, dude. This is some fringe thinking.
Instead of making it like all gritty and all those kids were poor and stuff, it's like those are the Hawks. We're basing
there's gonna be montages and the kids just go with their parents to the pro shop and buy the best equipment. And that's it. You just see tons of money. There's no newspapers on the shins. There's no football fucking shoulder pads.
Little Giants.
Oh man!
Don't you be talking about my mama!
You be talking about my mama, dude.
I miss Rick Moranis. I watched Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves the other day.
Something about Honey, I Shrunk the Kids I didn't like either.
Really?
I don't think I like the bugs or something. The big ass and all they die and shit, don't they? And like, doesn't the ant get really hurt? It really fucked with and. Something about it was unsettling when I was little.
I mean, the scene. There is a scene where, and like they have the fire and they're like trying to save themselves and stuff. Yeah, I do remember.
And doesn't the corpse burn or something? Isn't the ant just burning for a while or something?
I don't remember.
A burning ant carcass.
Well, I don't remember, but I do remember. It was a very odd movie, but I think at Hollywood Studios, they used to have a play area that was like giant Cheerios and crap.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like, I think that made it a little bit easier to watch that movie. I always thought the third one was where they blew up the baby, but apparently it's not. That's the second one. And then the third one is where the parents get shrunk. Totally blew my mind.
Like I said,
I miss Rick Moranis. I think he should come back
Rick Moranis, but
come back to. I heard him and the other guy. You know how they used to do those like Canadian.
Oh right.
They're coming back. They're gonna.
The Strange Brew guy.
Yeah, they're gonna do that again.
Jeez.
Which is kind of odd, but I read an article where like Rick Moranis just decided. I think his wife died. And so he decided he's just gonna.
I quit for my family. Now my family's dead. I guess I'll go back.
No, he quit after she died.
Oh, really?
And
just for the kids,
just to take care of his kids. Yeah. He's like, I don't need to act. I was in Little Giants and made like $30 million from
with Ed O'Neill, baby.
That was a good movie.
It's a fucking amazing movie. Zoltan.
You rang.
Icebox.
The clean cut kid.
Yeah.
That Icebox was in love with. What was his name?
Right. It's like JP or like
something like that.
Yeah, something.
The black kid who couldn't catch the ball and then he got
hot hands.
Got the tar in his hand. And then the one kid, the weird ass kid that started on the Giants. No, the ones. And then went to the Cowboys, who was like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Bud, but it was something Buzz or like it's.
Yeah, something like that. Buzz.
Dog, something like that.
Butch.
Maybe it could have been Butch, honestly, or Biff. Why?
Griff.
He's doing pull-ups on his dad's arm on the fucking bridge. That was a great movie. Racing the car, like it's Camaro versus go-kart.
Rick Moranis really milked that like nerdy science.
That's what he did, dude. That's what he did. So what else was there though?
That Rick Moranis.
Yeah.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. He did that one with Roseanne's husband. I can't remember his name.
John Goodman?
No, her real husband.
Oh God. Tom Arnold.
Tom Arnold, where like Tom Arnold was his bully, and then like moves back to the town.
Yeah.
And they play that Wooly Bully while he's like psychotically chasing him around the school, like, come on!
Oh my God.
But I don't remember what the name of that movie was.
Oh, what was Jonathan Taylor Thomas's name on Tool Time? Because we could remember Brad, Mark, we could not remember. Was it Jesse?
No.
Because we brought it up and I was like, Binford Tools. I was like, yeah, you didn't remember that, did you?
Mark.
Brad. Tad. Mark, Brad, and Tad.
Mark, Brad, and... I have no idea.
Well, your lights keep flickering.
Every time I think about something.
You zap all the electricity out of the air.
Yeah, I don't know. Rick Moranis had to be in more movies than
I know, right? Oh, he was in Ghostbusters.
Yeah, he was.
I think he was more like he was a lot of the minor dork, like because the dork only has to be in the movie for like 3 minutes, right. And it was just like get Rick Moranis.
And but Disney was like, we can make whole movies out of a guy like this.
Put him with a class act like Ed O'Neill, and we got a hit.
Or Tom Arnold.
Dude, I met Tom Arnold. Remember that?
No.
When I was an extra in that movie.
Oh, you met him?
He was in that movie. No, I met Christopher McDonald. I met Shooter McGavin.
Yeah.
But Tom Arnold was in the movie, so I watched him like from 12 feet away in like a hot ass church like all day one day. And he was fucking. He is like either mentally insane, like ADHD, or he was like coked out of his mind at 10:30 in like Naperville on a fucking Sunday. I don't know, but fucking. He was like not normal. Fucking in between takes, like just sweating and fucking. Like I said, it was hot as fuck, but but he was insane though, dude. He was crazy. Shooter McGavin was nice though. Shook my hand. He was fucking huge. He was 12.
Right.
And he was probably 6'2", I don't know, but he seemed fucking huge.
So Rick Moranis.
Did
he do anything after?
We can't remember any of his movies, so how are we gonna know? That was before Little Giants.
But I mean, like, because the last Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves or whatever, that one was like in 90 something. That's after Little Giants.
Okay. I don't think so, man.
I feel like there was a movie that I watched and I saw him in, and I was like, this must be after all that. But oh, he was in the Flintstones movies.
Oh shit. Those were actually that's like pretty old too though.
Yeah.
96 maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe even earlier. Forgot about that. That was with John Goodman.
That was with John Goodman. But was he in the sequel with the not John Goodman? No, he wasn't. It was one of the Baldwins, Billy Baldwin.
Oh man. Damn, so I've
James
seen... Oh, maybe I didn't see that. Maybe I just remember the commercials.
Viva Rock Vegas. Flintstones,
oh
Viva Rock Vegas. I probably saw that in the theaters, too.
I remember Happy Meals toys about Flintstones when you said Viva Rock Vegas. Holy shit.
He's in Rick Moranis is in one of my favorite movies with Steve Martin, My Blue Heaven. I don't know if you've ever seen it. Steve Martin plays like a mob boss, or not a mob boss, he's in the mob and he's in witness protection, and Rick Moranis is the like agent assigned to him, like in the FBI or whatever, to like make sure he does what he's supposed to do while he's in witness protection, and then also to bring him to New York to testify. And it's a pretty funny movie, but it's like late 80s. Joan Cusack. Is that Joan Cusack? Yeah, I think Joan Cusack is in it. Steve Martin, Rick Moranis. It's pretty funny. If
Joan Cusack is in it, John Cusack has to be in it.
No, I don't think he is.
She doesn't put him in her movies?
Do you remember Toys? That Robin Williams movie?
I remember it always being on TBS and seeing the commercials, but that movie seemed really weird to me too.
It's a very weird movie.
So, I never...
She plays a crazy ass person in that movie.
It's believable.
Along with Robin Williams.
Does he have blonde hair in that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that and then that photo movie that he did.
Oh yeah. Photo booth.
I want to say photo booth or 1 hour photo or something.
Something like that, yeah.
But yeah, where he's the fucking bleached hair murderer again. I don't watch any movie with probably his blonde.
I was kind of sad because he had a show on CBS that was kind of funny, and I was watching it, and then it got canceled, and then like 2 weeks later, he killed himself.
Who did?
Robin Williams.
When?
5 years ago.
Sorry, I gotta do emergency text. Smith, I'll be home then. It's like letters from the future. Letters from the future, dude.
We're not live yet.
Smith, by the time you read this, it'll be too late. I'm going to hurt you very badly today. I'm all out of coffee.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
It's away. You have a problem with pronunciation, sir. Me too.
It's only because there's like 30 words going through my hair. My head. See, I'm trying to listen to what you're saying and talk at the same time.
So many thoughts going through my hair at once. Oh man, Cockie's almost done. I'm gonna cut the mullet off, but I'm gonna leave the rest.
How do you feel that the Penguins are up what?
I haven't seen any of the games due to
now?
extenuating circumstances, but that makes me very sad. Because I fucking hate the Penguins.
No more Predators!
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 What is the record? Is it 3-0? We don't
so.
know. We're gonna guess. We know the Penguins are ahead. That's what we know.
I know that they were 2-0. I don't know if they played a game.
They played last night at 7, so
yeah, I don't know.
they're either 3-0 or 2-1.
Right.
Predators! It makes me very sad. That's all I have to say about that.
No, I'm not a smart man, but I do know the score. Predators.
But I do know who's up in the Predators Penguin series. Do you think he did know what love was, though? Because he was retarded. Woo-wee. That's a good one. I gotta remember that for my stand-up routine. I don't feel like anyone's properly hashed out Forrest Gump in the stand-up routine.
We should watch Forrest Gump and film us
Watching
it.
Forrest Gump?
A la Mystery Science Theater. Is it 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, whatever. I love that. And just like make all these weird comments and stuff. So coming to you soon.
We also need to do our things. Push-ups, squats, a 40. Should maybe...
You got one more week, right?
Yeah, Friday's my last day. Okay, yeah, and we said we're gonna do it after that. Friday's my last day! What am I gonna do with myself?
I don't know.
How many more days you got? You done?
I'm done.
Oh, man. What are you doing with yourself?
Taking care of the baby. I got a thing where I'm teaching guitar lessons. So
Oh, sweet.
we'll see. It's only like a couple students right now, so it's not a big thing.
It's not a big thing.
Not yet.
It's not like an Everclear concert in Arlington Heights.
No, not yet.
And then they went to the merch booth afterwards. I guess they're going to be there. But...
You mean you didn't want to get a t-shirt, Everclear t-shirt
I was
signed
going to get
by
a shirt, dude. But then I was like, I just went online.
Moranis or whatever his name.
Andy Milanakis. Oh, man.
You know that kid, he's like 50. He has like he's got like Webster syndrome or whatever.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that. When he came out when we were in high school, I legit thought he was like 12.
He was already, like
he was
30.
Like 30
yeah.
I was like, holy crap.
I know. And he's still like just riding around on a bicycle with his GoPro, like being him. As far as I saw. I don't know, I saw some clips of him fighting with some dude. This dude was being an asshole, and then, you know, Andy Milanakis is just a weird dude with a camera. Weird asshole with a camera. Yeah. Now that we're not Greek. Fuck Andy Milanakis. Nobody even knows what to talk about at this point, so.
Exactly.
3 pounds this week.
Calling it.
Eat your keto cookies. Seriously.
They're
fucking
good.
order them.
Yeah, they're good.
How much? Do they have packages like if you buy like 20 Can you get like 10 free?
No,
If you buy 10, can you get 20 free?
I don't think so, but maybe they will now since we
It's a
said
good idea, guys. Buy 10, get 20 free.
20 free.
The Hodgie and the Boneman special. Just put in
Coupon code Hodgie and the Boneman.
coupon code.
Coupon code.
Alright, everyone. See you later. Have a good one. Bye bye.